Girlfriend of 6 years and I are breaking up. Don't really know what I expect back from this advice. Support? I haven't got a fucking clue. I'm just messed up. My girlfriend and I have been together for 6 years. We have 2 kids. One is mine and 2 years old. The other is hers from a previous relationship and is 13. Our relationship has been pretty strained, probably since the beginning, I suppose. When I make slip-ups, she loses her temper, swearing, shouting, calling me names, and I suppose I put up with it because I knew she'd been through some nasty stuff. Perhaps I had a bit of the white knight shit going on, trying to help fix it. That's on me, I suppose. Things all came to a head yesterday. She, out of the blue in the morning, told me I am a nicer person when I vape, and that when I'd stopped for a year, I wasn't as nice, patient, and was more grumpy. I took offense and stopped back that she's always more grumpy than me, vape or no vape. She got upset, angry, and I had this pit form as it always does when I think to myself, shit, here we go. Then comes the swearing, shouting, and anger in front of our little one. I repeatedly asked her to not talk to me like that. She ran off up the stairs and I sat with 2-year-old to try and play with him. When she came back down, I went to the kitchen table. I told her I was sorry for my comment and she kicked off again for a short while. After this, I did some work at the table, probably for about 10 minutes, making plans to go out, knowing that staying would only cause more disruption to our kids. When it came time to leave, I tried again to de-escalate things, saying to her I again apologize for my comment, that her vape thing had upset me, and I was being reactive to it, and that besides that, her anger was unacceptable, and I felt I had to leave so the children didn't have to hear her shouting and swearing. She got up and started swearing at me again and shouting all again with our 2-year-old sat on the sofa next to her. I said I can't do it and left. Spent the next 4 hours or so out of the house, and when I came home she kicked off again, this time that I had abandoned her in her time of need and was a terrible partner for getting her to her lowest and leaving, that I'd destroyed her. This continued for some time. I went upstairs to get away from it, only for her to start screaming up the stairs that I was abandoning our son and hadn't seen him all day and should spend time with him. I came down and it carried on, more shouting, and by this point I am ashamed to admit I started shouting back. Maybe a minute or two and I went back upstairs and had a fucking breakdown. It didn't take long for her to be yelling up the stairs that I was a shit parent and partner, that my behavior was disgusting. I fucking blew. I went downstairs shouting like I've never done before that she just shut the fuck up, and all sorts of horrible things. It lasted maybe 5 minutes before I went upstairs and collapsed. I spent a couple mins collecting myself, and went down to my 13's room and apologized for my horrific behavior. I then did the same with her. Things went quiet after that. But I am disgusted with myself. I can't be with this woman. I am totally responsible for my own behavior, sure. But I've never behaved like that before and intend never top again. I don't know what I'm asking here. We have a mortgage and 2 kids. How the fuck do I even begin to get out of this? How to reconcile leaving my kids with no being a shitty parent? My head's fucked and I've got no idea what to do.